NYC, but where do you want to go? We gave a minute silence to our heroes who are gone. They may have left us here, but their spirit will live on. Our captor showed us why she is the queen of the Zoom. How can you turn this thing around from darkness and gloom? Use the tools we have to manage profit and loss. And pretty soon you too can zoom like a boss. When you need to be engaging, giant debits hard to beat. With a radius and energy, you'll soon be on your feet. Use your skills, use your pop. 10 letter, the doors will drop. All these things will help you thrive. Just don't forget the 555. My captor showed us why she is the queen of the Zoom. How can you turn this thing around from darkness and gloom? Use the tools we have to manage profit and loss. And pretty soon you too can zoom like a boss.
Yes! And I am talking to you. All right. I'm so pumped to be here as always. I like to make sure you guys can hear me. So I'm checking my mics, make sure I'm heard. Here's the little tip. If you're going live and you're not really sure if you're being heard, remember, you're doing all this through Zoom. So if you're doing it through something else, I can't help you. But if you're doing it through Zoom, if you're like, oh, because sometimes you may switch the microphones and you don't really know, and maybe you don't have someone to ask, I go down here to where the microphone is right in my little control panel, right? That we all have, where the microphone and the camcorder, and then I go to, and then I sit up here and I hit test microphone. And I hear it, I like, yes, good. So I hear everything. So that lets me know I am good, I'm live, and I'm awesome. How you doing out there? Okay, to all of the Zoom stars out there, all the soon-to-be Zoom stars, and most importantly, to you as a speakerpreneur, an entrepreneur, a leader, a working professional that understands that leveraging Zoom will change the way you do business every single day, okay? It is a game-changing tool, all right? So I want to give you a surprise, first of all. Before I jump into the surprise, I just want to check in. I always love to say that if you want to, and I always like to check on Restream. I am using Restream to go live, and I can look over at Restream and see how many people are joining me, all that good stuff, which is fantastic. One of the things I would ask you to do is, if you want to chat with me, maybe answer questions that I throw out to you, or make comments on what I share, I invite you to go to zoom2grow.com. That is a Facebook page where a whole lot of Zoom stars hang out at all levels, okay? So don't feel bad if you're a preemie, a new, it doesn't matter. It's a great group to hang out in. And don't just show up. You know, you sometimes join a group and then never pop in again. You know, ask a question. I really encourage my members, my licensees, my colleagues, every single person that finds themselves kind of stuck at times. They're like, oh, I wonder who, oh, I wonder, just go right into the group and post, and you will get some answers back. So again, you can go to zoom2grow.com and it'll take you into a Facebook group. And I look at that group as I'm in it right now, and I can see who's there, who's not there, what's happening, all that good stuff. So I just want to make sure that I see myself in there. Okay, where? Oh, there I am. Good. Just want to make sure that I saw myself. Okay, good. I do see myself. Fantastic. Good. I do see myself. Fantastic. And if you have questions or anything you want to ask, please put it in there. I also have another place that I decided to create, because sometimes my different followers that will watch this either live or on replay, they will ask, where do I go again? Which YouTube? So I kind of thought to myself, why don't you put it on one page, girl? So the page that I put it on was, zoommybusinesstool.com. So I know, yet another domain, zoommybusinesstool.com. If you go there, you'll see a live stream there as well. And you'll see all the links to join me, whichever platform feels better. So if you never remember anything, go to zoommybusinesstool.com, okay? And while you're there, grab your surprise. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and record. I try to get some announcements out before I go into record mode. Why do I do that? Because when I go into record mode, I may put this in different places, okay? So first things first, I need to know if you got my phone number. Do you have my phone number? Having my phone number means that, and I don't send them out a whole lot, but it means that you can get notifications about when I'm going live as a great reminder. I will also occasionally send out tips, and then just some things that may not be ready to go out to the masses. So if you think you would like that, let me give you this number right here. Please write it down. And then what I'd like you to do, don't just hold it, send a message to it. Let me know where you saw me. If you saw me on LinkedIn, then you're going to text LinkedIn to, and the number is 917, because I'm in New York City, 917-724-8462. Again, that's 917-724-8462. So if you, wherever you are, just text the platform you're on to me, and you'll get some messages, which would be awesome. So I definitely wanted to share that with you. Now, here's another, I put my announcements here so that I would not forget them. Very important. Today, by the way, you're going to learn about your Zoom brand. Like, there's myriad of ways to be branded on Zoom. But today, I'm just going to talk about a simple, easy, little bitty way. I mean, tiny, but huge impact. Tiny little thing, huge impact. Okay. That one little thing. Okay. My members know I talk about branding often, but I'm not talking about the normal stuff. I'm talking about something different, something, and they've heard me talk about this before too, but something that's so tiny, it's a tiny step that will blow you away. So I want you to hang on for a second before I get to that. So first things first, I'd like to make you over. Is that okay? I want to make you over. Yes, I do. I want so badly to just grab you and help you use this Zoom platform as a business tool, and not just some platform that you meet people on or a hobby type platform. And when I say hobby, that means, maybe it could be, you could use it as a hobby for professional reasons, right? But you're not really using it as a business tool. How do you know if you're using it as a business tool? You know you're using this lovely platform as a business tool when, here we go, when you use it and your results turn into more impact. You reach more people, people reach out to you, they want to work with you, they want to, whatever it is you do, you're growing. So that means you're having more impact, more influence, and more income. So if that's not happening for you, then chances are you're not using Zoom strategically, which means you're not using it as a business tool. But that's okay. You've heard me say that a million times. Today, I got something different to say. I want to help you. I want to give you a makeover. So I'm going to invite you to go to live. I love to say that. Live your best business virtually.com. That's live your best business virtually.com. And I want you to grab your mini makeover. You're going to put in your information. You're going to hear from me over 3 days. And don't just opt in and disappear. If you listen to me, and I try to keep the recording short, and I'm giving you a handout, which with each, well, this is the way I'm talking about it. The way I'm giving you this makeover is I'm sharing with you 3 not smart things you're doing right now. 3 huge, and I do mean huge mistakes you're making right now on Zoom, which means you're not using it as a business tool. So if you want to know or you think you know what those mistakes are, you may be a little shocked. You just may be a little shocked. So go grab that. And once you go through that, you've had your Zoom strategically makeover. Yay! So where's that again? Liveyourbestbusiness.com. So go check it out. All right. I also want to do a quick reminder to my Club ZQ members, also known as licensees, and Club ZQ Platinum members, that we will be meeting this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern for me to answer your biggest questions. Make sure you put it in the registration link, as well as some big mega news. All right. And at 7 p.m., I'm going to meet with my Crystallized Mastermind. Wonderfully. Now, if you're listening, you're like, well, I'm not a licensee. You can go check it out at zoom2income.com and check it out, zoom2income.com. All right. We're about to get into it. Yes. We're going to get into this tip. All right. And here we go. How do I brand on Zoom? How do I brand on Zoom? Well, before I give you the how, I need you to hear the why. Because if you don't know the why, the how won't really do you much good, because you'll say, oh, that's nice. I'll do that someday. But if you know the why, you're more than likely to make it happen if you know the why. All right, so I'm going to go over here. I have my little notes because I want to make sure that I do not forget anything. And I'm going to also share my screen because I've screenshot steps for you. And I rarely do that for this because I try to keep it simple, but I wanted to give you some screenshots. So first, let's go to the why. Marquessa, why do I care about this? Why do I want to Zoom myself on? Why do I want to brand myself on Zoom? You want to be memorable, okay? You want to be memorable. Now I know you're thinking, wait a minute, Marquessa, Zoom is not a podcast. It's not even a social media platform. Why do I want to be memorable, right? Well, you'd be surprised that when you stream live, like I'm doing right now, or you're speaking somewhere and you're using your own Zoom platform, or your mastermind members, or maybe you're leading something, there's so many different ways that people may visit your Zoom room. You want people to remember you on as many levels as possible, right? So what's cool is it's nice to have a Zoom room that has your name on it. So when you want to invite someone to a Zoom meeting, don't give them a meeting ID. Don't even give them a link. Do not give them a meeting ID. Don't give them a link. Give them you, your brand, your name. That way, when people think of you, I mean, it's interesting. Some people barely know my name, which I love, Marquessa, but they know my brand, okay, Zoom Queen. So it's very interesting how easy it is to really get the brand stuck in the head. Because again, I've had so many people reach out and say, we've never met, but I heard about you, okay? So that little brand. And I would challenge you to use something beyond your name, but whatever works for you. And you can do that on Zoom. So I'm going to share the how in a bit. You want to be memorable. You want it to be easy to join you. You want it to be unique, stand out from everybody else that's out there Zooming. Branded means, just like I explained a second ago, people think of you and what you do and the problem you solve. And it's convenient because sometimes you never know. You may be walking on the trail and decide, oh, I forgot. I have a 3:00 meeting and everyone is joining me on Zoom. And instead of running back into your home office or running back to your office in general, you can just pick up your lovely phone, send a message to everyone and say, hey guys, meet me on Zoom Queen. Zoom Queen is my Zoom room, and they can meet you right there. You don't have to give out a meeting ID or a code, passcode, none of that. You don't have to give out anything. So I know you're looking at me like, what's she talking about? What is she talking about? So I'm going to check in my group because I'm wondering if they know what I'm talking about. It's actually pretty easy to do this, but there are some that will say, no, it ain't. I don't know how to do it. Okay, so here we go. And by the way, I always say this, if you're on my text in my community, you can also text me when I'm live because I do go and look at that as well. Because sometimes I'll get questions. So that's another benefit also of you being on my text list. Because I will go and look at messages or quick questions you have for me when I'm live. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so you can see exactly how you do it. So do me a favor, pull out your digital pen, whatever it is you use, and see it. And what's so cool, y'all? Thank you, Lydia Martin. I'm doing this with Evernote, okay? So I'm trying something different in terms of sharing content with you. So I'm gonna go grab this. Let's make sure we grab the right one. Here we go. Okay, good. You see this? So first of all, liveyourbestbusinessvirtually.com. Don't forget to go there and get your strategic mini makeover. I've already shared with you the reason you should care. You want it to be memorable, easy, unique, branded, and convenient. Now, when you go to zoom.us, that's zoom.us, that's their website, you have a choice and a decision to make. Do you want to start a meeting? Do you want to join a meeting? Or your people that are coming to your meeting, they have a choice to make. Join a meeting, start a meeting. You get the deal. So tell them to choose join meeting. You see that? Join meeting. And if you notice, you're giving two options for joining a meeting. You're either given a meeting ID or a personal link name. It's called personal link name. And I'm going to show you in a second how you can also do this on mobile. So you got that part. Step one. Step two is, so you may say, well, that sounds good. So I'm going to put my personal ID in there and they're going to come right into your Zoom room. But let's back up for a second. You may say, so how do I make that happen? And that's where step two comes in. Step two is you're going to log into your Zoom account. You're going to go to zoom.us, put in your username and password. At the very top, it says profile. Put your little picture there. You like that one? You know, I like hair. Anyway, in here, you want to keep going down till you get to the meeting section where it says personal meeting ID. When you pay for Zoom, that means you give them money or you give a licenser money like me. That means that you, I know at least at my level, not sure about the pro level, you're able to get that personal link name. So what you do, you go right here, you go to personal link right here, right? And so I'm at personal link right now. Right now, I see a little eye. I love how they use lashes, because I like lashes. Love how they use lashes and they have some dots here. And you may say, Marquesa, that's hard to see. Let me actually take the view up just a little bit, just in case you cannot see. Okay, I think you can see this. I think we're okay. All right. So anyway, so we're on your profile. You're going to page down. You're going to get to where it says meeting. You're going to see your personal link right there. You see the little eyelashes, and then your link name is hidden. Okay. And you see the word customize over there. Don't you love it? So then you're going to click customize. You see that? You're going to click customize and you're going to type in whatever your name is. My name happens to be Zoom Queen. That's the one I use for people to join in this way. Okay. So Zoom Queen is right there. That's it. Oh, that's it, y'all. I'm done. We're over. We did it. That was it. Then you can also do this on a mobile phone. Again, you go into Zoom, right? You see new meeting on your mobile phone, right? New meeting. And then you're going to join meeting. And right here, it says either putting a meeting ID or you can click this link right here where it says join with a personal link name. And you can click right there. And then you're going to put in Zoom Queen or whatever your meeting room is. Isn't that cool? As an extra tip, make sure you always enable your waiting room, because I use that versus a code. Because first of all, I don't think people should just walk into your Zoom room. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I like it to, I feel like I'm kind of like a doctor. I want people waiting out in the lobby. And then I can see you out in the lobby. I can message you out in the lobby. My lobby is all dressed up. It's got a private video. That will be on another lesson. But for today, this here right now, because really I'm supposed to do this for about 20-25 minutes. So I'm going to be on time today. So again, if you just want that simple link, as I said before, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it at all. Okay. All you're going to do is go into the back end, go to your profile page down, go to the section that says personal meeting ID, click customize, put some brand name or whatever you want to put there. Boom. Now you're going to send someone to Zoom either on the desktop or on the phone, right? And at that point, they can type in what it is. And now they will come right into your Zoom room. Isn't that cool? That's it. Yes. So go out there, knock some socks off, impress people, but most importantly, it's easy and it's convenient. Because I cannot tell you how many times your girl, that would be me, Marquessa Petway, how many times I have been late or I had to shuffle around and find it. And I know some of you are like, well, Marquessa, usually, people put it on a calendar, so I don't have to worry about that. I agree with you 100%. Here's another just a little eensy tip, because I don't want to overwhelm you, is whenever you set up an invite, even if it's an automated invite, in other words, it goes to your Calendly link or your Zoom, your whatever calendaring service you use, Time Trade, it doesn't matter. Say that it's an automated thing. You can decide, are you going to send out the link from your personal meeting room or just a random meeting room in your Zoom account? So make that decision, because if it's a personal meeting room, that means that if it's an extra person you need to bring in, or somebody says, oh, I can't find it, or whatever, okay, you got that right there, in the back pocket. And it feels good, because I get last minute texts all the time, or calls, or maybe a news reporter wants to talk to me, or what have you. And I tell people with no shame, I use a Zoom to talk. I'm not really, I really don't want to talk on the phone because I want to make sure I hear you. I want to, record it if needed. And one other little tip I'll give you too is when I'm meeting with people that maybe I've purchased a service from, such as my amazing coach, let's say maybe an engineer or a tech person I'm working with, or even a meeting planner that has a whole lot of details for me, because I'm not a details kind of person, I will ask them to come to my Zoom room. Why? Because I can, record it and transcribe it and refer to it. And then I can just be present in the meeting. And I love to tell them, just come over to Zoom, Queen, just come on in. And they come to my waiting room, they see the video, and then I let them in. It's a beautiful thing. It's a great presentation. And those little details can really inspire and impress. Okay. And what did I say earlier? Impact, influence, income. All right. My name is Marquessa Petway, known as the Queen of the Zoom platform. Make sure you go and grab your Zoom Strategically Makeover, because I'm breaking down. I don't care if I hurt your feelings. I don't care. I'm telling you 3. Okay. It's a little bit more than 3, but it's 3 mistakes I think you're making right now when you're on Zoom and you think you may be leveraging it, but you're not. And so if you want to know what those are, if you want to say, I'm a C, I think I already know. You just may be surprised. So in order to pick that up, go to liveyourbestbusinessvirtually.com. liveyourbestbusinessvirtually.com. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you later, Club ZQ members. If you want to grab your license, feel free to go to zoomtoincome.com, become that Club ZQ member. And as a benefit, you can also have a wonderful Zoom VIP license. Oh my gosh, I'll see you next time. And don't forget, hopefully you wrote that number down. So now, you know what I'm looking for, right? Because I can't multitask. I'm looking for my music, because I like to come on with my music and go out with my music. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It's fun when I can find it, but when I can't find it, it's just embarrassing. But since I am on a Mac, I can also type in music, and that makes things a little bit easier as well. So I appreciate it. Guys, I hope you liked it. I know some people can be like, I don't think Marquessa has ever been that simple before. That's weird. Well, simple, but just kind of giving you that good tip, because I feel like make the tip smaller. Don't have to make it so complicated or deep. And I just love this stuff. I got interviewed earlier today, and I specifically shared the questions that I was going to answer. And like clockwork, I'm always asked a little bit more. So I don't mind going deep. But my goal is, I just want you to see how this platform just makes all the difference in your business. And if that, can help you in some kind of way, why wouldn't you want to do it? Okay.
How can you turn this thing around from darkness and gloom? Use the tools we have to manage profit and loss. And pretty soon you too can zoom like a boss.